know styling is subjective, but I think it's almost a fact that the LC500 is a gorgeous looking vehicle. I've been blessed to drive some really cool cars over the years, but this, a $96,000 Lexus, has by far gotten the most attention out of all of them. I've watched multiple people turn their head, take their phone out and take a photo, throw a thumbs up, and one guy even gave me that Italian kiss of approval. The LC500 looks like a concept vehicle that wasn't softened for the road. There are so many interesting creases in the body. Its long, low hood gives the LC500 a planted look. Even the controversial Lexus Spindle Grille looks stunning on this car. Things get even more interesting as you go around the vehicle with pop-out door handles and a floating roofline with chrome accents up top. The LC500's best angle is from the back with three-dimensional L-shaped taillights that look straight from the future. The interior looks just as futuristic. Even with this black on black color scheme, you can tell the designer spent long, passionate hours designing this cabin. Everywhere you touch, there's soft, high quality materials. The door panels alone have more details than some entire cars. I love how driver-centric this cabin is, even to the point of isolating the passenger a bit, but they do get some nifty grab handles on both sides to keep them in place. There are two rear seats back there, but
I just wish things would get better.
Come on, you're not putting people back there. Probably some designer piece of luggage or something. It is very nicely appointed back here though. There's also a nicely integrated 10.3-inch center screen, which obviously is way too far to be a touchscreen. So that means you get Lexus's lovely trackpad, and it's terrible. It is infuriating to use. For example, I adjust my heated seat a lot during my drive. There are toggle switches to control the temperature, but none for the heated and ventilated seats. Instead, I have to press menu, scroll to climate, then seat, and make my way to the heated seat adjustment. Can I just have a button, please? But I'm not just here to whine about the infotainment, because there is so much more to the Lexus LC500, and once you start that 5-liter V8 engine, you won't remember anything about the infotainment. Gosh, this car sounds so good. I just want to take it to that 7,100 RPM red line all day. What's making all this noise is a 5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine producing 471 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque, and it's a real sweetheart. Gosh, I can't get over the noise this car makes. It's paired to a quick-shifting 10-speed automatic that can be operated by these magnesium shift paddles, and they are so satisfying to use. Want a downshift? You got it. I could downshift all freaking day, and I have a massive tachometer to stare at while doing so. It'll change its appearance slightly depending on which mode you're in, and can slide over to reveal additional information. Not to mention, this press car is also equipped with a crisp head-up display that is definitely worth the extra $900. But there is one weird noise this car makes. Put it into reverse, and all of a sudden it starts beeping like a dump truck. This isn't the hybrid Lexus LC500H, so there's no need for an ambient pedestrian noise. And this noise is playing on the inside anyway. I know I'm reversing. The car is moving backwards. This is so stupid. Anyway, this Lexus LC500 is also equipped with the optional Mark Levinson premium surround sound system that sounds insane no matter what kind of music you're playing. The LC500 may not have the most connected steering feel, but this is a grand touring vehicle. It's not a hardcore track car. It feels smooth through the corners, and it glides over bumps no matter which drive mode you're in. Jeez. But I think the real joy comes from turning off the music, giving it a few downshifts, throwing it into a corner, and hammering the throttle out of it. And when you're responsible with the throttle, the engine just kind of hums along quietly. I could see myself taking long, comfortable road trips in this car. And I think that's what makes the LC500 so special. It can be loud and obnoxious, or a luxury cruiser when you want it to be. And even though that $96K as tested price might seem like a lot of money, it's a relative bargain compared to something like an Aston Martin DB11. I think it's the coolest vehicle Toyota makes right now. And I don't think I'll ever forget driving this car. Want a downshift? Want a downshift? You got it.